Welcome to Kingdom Sense by MoneyWorks LLC. Let's go deeper into the topic of overcoming procrastination. Buckle your seatbelts.
Have you ever wanted to do something important? Start saving money, pay off a debt, step into a new idea, but you kept putting it off? Maybe you told yourself, I'll start next month, when things settle down, when I have a little more time, when I feel ready. We've all been there, and the Bible speaks directly to this feeling. Ecclesiastes 11:4 says, "He who watches the wind will not sow, and he who looks at the clouds will not reap." In simple terms, if you wait for perfect conditions, you'll never get anything done. That's what we're exploring today. Breaking procrastination. Delayed actions equals delayed harvest. And this one verse has the power to completely shift the way you think about movement, planning, and decision-making, especially when it comes to your finances. Imagine you're a farmer thousands of years ago. Planting season arrives, and you're standing in your field with seed in your hand. Instead of planting, you're looking up at the sky. It looks a little cloudy today. What if it rains and ruins my seed? What if the wind blows too hard? What if next week is better? So you wait, and wait, and wait. Days pass, weeks pass. The season changes. Other farmers plant, water, tend, and prepare for growth, and you're still staring at the clouds, hoping for the perfect moment. But here's the truth. There is no perfect moment. And because you waited, the planting season slips away. No planting means no growing. No growing means no harvest. This is exactly what Ecclesiastes 11:4 is teaching us. Most of us aren't farmers today, but we sow something all the time. Effort, decisions, time, money. And just like that farmer, many of us delay the actions that lead to increase. We say things like, I'll start budgeting when my money gets better. I'll start saving after this next bill. I'll fix my credit next year. I'll invest when I have more money. I'll get serious about my finances when life slows down. But life rarely slows down. Money doesn't improve on its own, and opportunities don't wait. Delayed action really does lead to a delayed harvest. Sometimes it leads to no harvest at all. Procrastination isn't always laziness. Most of the time, it's fear disguised as caution. Fear says, what if it doesn't work? What if I make a mistake? What if I fail? What if I'm not ready? So we convince ourselves that waiting is safer. But waiting too long becomes a trap. And while we're waiting for perfect conditions, time is passing, opportunities are passing, seasons are changing, and the harvest God wants us to receive gets pushed further and further away. God does His part, but we must do ours. The good news is, you don't have to stay stuck in procrastination. Change begins with one simple shift. Stop focusing on the conditions and start taking the step. You don't need perfect conditions to begin. You just need to begin. The farmer who plants on a cloudy day still has a chance at a harvest. The one who never plants has none. It's the same with your finances, your dreams, your goals, and your future. You don't need $500 to start saving. Start with $5. You don't need to be a financial expert to begin budgeting. Write down what you spent today. You don't need perfect credit to start repairing it. Pay one bill on time this month. You don't need a fully detailed business plan. Write down the first step. Small seeds produce real harvest. It doesn't matter how old you are, how many mistakes you've made, or how long you've delayed. Today can be the beginning of a new planting season. So what is one step you can take today? Not next week, not next month, today. Maybe it's opening a savings account, starting a budget, paying off one small debt, setting aside money for an emergency fund, or simply sitting down to make a clear plan. Whatever it is, take that step. Remember the message of Ecclesiastes 11:4. If you keep watching the wind, you'll never sow. If you keep waiting for the perfect moment, you'll never reap the harvest God has for you. Your harvest is connected to your action. Your increase is connected to your movement. Your breakthrough is connected to your obedience. You don't have to have everything figured out. Just start. Because delayed action really does mean a delayed harvest. But starting today opens the door to increase, growth, and breakthrough tomorrow.